Breaking news. King Charles and Queen Camilla have touched down in Italy for a major four-day state visit that could shape the future of diplomatic relations between the United Kingdom and one of Europe's most historic powers. As the royal aircraft taxied into position under a cloudless Roman sky, the Union Jack flapping from the cockpit, anticipation mounted. This is not just a ceremonial tour. It's a powerful gesture of unity, diplomacy, and post-Brexit outreach during shifting alliances and international uncertainty. The visit begins with a warm but formal welcome at Rome's Ciampino Airport. A red carpet is rolled out as their majesties are greeted by the UK's ambassador to Italy, Lord Edward Llewellyn, as well as Foreign Secretary David Lammy. The Italian military band stands ready, instruments raised. The air is thick with ceremony, tradition, and strategic symbolism. National anthems play, salutes are exchanged, and just like that, the visit is underway. A meticulously choreographed four-day schedule packed with nearly 20 public engagements. From the opening moment, the stage is set for one of the most significant royal visits in recent years. King Charles, now several months into his reign, has been stepping firmly into his role as Britain's head of state and global representative. His foreign visits to France and Germany earlier in the year were highly symbolic, carefully crafted to demonstrate that Britain still holds close ties with its European neighbors, despite the political separation of Brexit. Italy is the latest stop in that mission, a country with deep cultural, economic, and political links to the UK, and one that plays a key role in shaping the European Union's internal debates. This visit isn't simply about royal spectacle. It's about healing political wounds, fostering long-term partnerships, and affirming shared values. What makes this trip even more remarkable is the King's commitment to continuing with the demanding itinerary despite his ongoing cancer treatment. Buckingham Palace confirmed just days before the trip that the King experienced a reaction to his latest medical regimen. Many anticipated the schedule might be reduced, or that the King might remain in London. Instead, Charles appears determined to press forward. As royal sources suggest, these trips serve as a source of purpose and even energy for the King. Far from being a passive figure, he is taking a proactive approach to leadership, symbolically showing strength through his continued duties. The four-day itinerary is ambitious. Beginning in Rome, their majesties will participate in multiple official ceremonies, including an audience with Italian President Sergio Mattarella and a separate meeting with Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni. A formal state banquet will be held in the King's honor at the Quirinal Palace, where speeches will be exchanged and mutual respect affirmed. Later, King Charles will deliver an address to a rare joint session of the Italian Parliament, becoming the first British monarch in modern history to do so. In what many anticipate will be a powerful moment of diplomacy, portions of the speech will be delivered in fluent Italian, a deliberate move designed to build trust and goodwill. Queen Camilla will also take part in a series of solo events focused largely on cultural and literary exchange. She is expected to meet with Italian authors and representatives from educational organizations as part of a wider effort to strengthen the cultural bridge between the two nations. The Queen has long been an advocate for reading and education, and her agenda during the visit reflects those priorities. The trip also takes a symbolic and emotional turn as the King and Queen travel north to Ravenna, a historic city in the Emilia-Romagna region, not far from Bologna. Here, they will pay respects at the tomb of the poet Dante Alighieri, a figure revered in both British and Italian literary circles. The city is also deeply connected to themes of remembrance and preservation, echoing King Charles's long-standing passion for heritage and environmental sustainability. Events here will focus on restoration projects and shared commitments to protecting cultural landmarks from the effects of climate change. One notable adjustment to the visit is the absence, at least for now, of an audience with Pope Francis. Originally on the schedule, the visit was placed on hold due to the Pope's recent health struggles. However, there are whispers that a last-minute meeting could still happen. Pope Francis, who has reportedly been recovering well, shares many of the King's global concerns, particularly climate action, interfaith dialogue, and global inequality. A private conversation between these two global figures could carry significant symbolic weight, even if it remains behind closed doors. Throughout the visit, security is tight, media attention is intense, and diplomatic pressure is high. Italian officials are treating the visit with great respect, recognizing the significance of hosting the monarch of one of Europe's most historically influential nations. For King Charles, the message is clear. Britain may no longer be part of the EU, but it remains deeply connected to its European neighbors through shared values, history, and vision for the future. From the grandeur of Rome's ancient ruins to the quiet reverence of Ravenna's artistic treasures, the King and Queen's journey through Italy is more than just a tour. It is a declaration that diplomacy still matters, that culture still unites, and that the British monarchy, far from being a relic of the past, is actively engaging with the modern world. The importance of this moment is amplified by the King's health. As he shakes hands, delivers speeches, and smiles for the cameras, many are reminded of the weight he carries, not just as sovereign, but as a man undergoing personal trials. Yet what the world sees is not a weakened monarch, but one who continues to serve, to lead, and to inspire. This visit may be remembered not just for its speeches or photo ops, but for its symbolism, that leadership endures, even in adversity. This tour also reinforces Queen Camilla's growing role within the royal family. Once a controversial figure in royal circles, she has now firmly stepped into the role of consort and cultural ambassador. Her solo engagements, quiet dignity, and unwavering support for the king have solidified her image as a key pillar in the modern monarchy. Her presence in Italy, particularly in events centered around education and the arts, sends a powerful message that the monarchy is evolving, expanding, and redefining its place in the world. And so, as the state visit continues to unfold, cameras flash, hands are shaken, and words are exchanged, not just in English but in Italian too. Each moment adds to the larger narrative of a monarchy adapting, surviving, and even thriving under a new king. Whether it's a warm greeting on the tarmac, a shared toast at a banquet, or a visit to a centuries-old basilica, the message is consistent. The ties between nations can endure and even flourish when nurtured through diplomacy, respect, and a deep appreciation for shared culture. We'll be covering every step of this landmark visit, from the halls of government to the streets of Rome and Ravenna. The world is watching, and so are we. Stay tuned as we bring you full coverage of each event, every speech, and the deeper meaning behind this historic journey. And now, we want to hear from you. What do you think about the King and Queen's visit to Italy? Do you believe royal diplomacy still plays a meaningful role in our modern world? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to stay informed on this and all other breaking international stories, be sure to like this video, share it with friends, and most importantly, subscribe to this channel. Hit the bell icon so you're notified the moment we upload our next update. We'll keep bringing you the truth, the facts, and the full story every step of the way. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.